example. One of the things that Cleveland's done is when they get Zaza Pachulia in the pick and roll, especially with Kevin Love, Durant going to his offhand, they want to make him a basketball player. You're going to see there, put the onus on him to make him a finisher. They had lifted Klay Thompson weak side. That allowed two guys to guard one. Basically what's going to happen is they get that trap here, forces Durant to make that pass to Pachulia. You see out weak side, Klay had lifted there, so he's not an outlet for Pachulia. And it also has one guy here able to guard too, even though they're great shooters, because Pachulia, not the basketball player that, say, Draymond Green would be in a situation like this, and it ends up in a missed shot by Pachulia, and that led to a run out and a triple for the Cavs.
Pachulia has not been good tonight. 0 points, 4 turnovers, 4 fouls, 0 for 3 from the field in 13-plus minutes, and Cleveland scores to put them up 1.
Didn't you say, Stu, that maybe LeBron James needs to get down in the low post more and operate from there? They wound up getting a wide-open layup because of his passing ability from the post area.
Draymond was stuffed right there. Is that a jump ball? Yes. What a defensive play by the Cavaliers.
No, it was a clean play, good defense. We said it at the top of the half. The Cavaliers are playing better defensively in the half court. If somehow they can correct their transition defense and put together a good defensive half here, I think we may have a pretty competitive game here in the fourth quarter.
Czar, is that the best play that we've seen from Tristan so far in the finals?
He's involved in the game, okay? He's going after it. He's come up with a couple of the rebounds, okay, that first 2 games he was not getting. We've seen him out guarding Steph Curry, guarding Klay Thompson when he's had to switch out and cover for his other people. So he's involved at least, and that's why his minutes are up where they are tonight in this game.
And that was right there, even another example of Draymond's IQ. For whatever reason, Cleveland decides not to protect the basket. Draymond gets that tip, and immediately JaVale's going to attack. You get the 2 free throws, plus you get a foul on Kevin Love.
But how about Draymond getting a tip against Tristan Thompson here? That shouldn't happen in and of itself. I mean, the reality was the Warriors were protecting against a Cleveland fast break, and Draymond steals the tip.
But I always have both shoulders covered on the guy who's underneath the basket.
Absolutely.
Always cover both shoulders. They didn't. The right shoulder was wide open for McGee.
Well, they gave up a point on that, so let's keep that in mind as this game goes forward. That was foul number 3 on Kevin Love.
One thing to note here, too, Draymond Green is in the game here late in the third quarter with 4 fouls.
Yes, he is. And Tristan stuffed at the rim by JaVale. Great save by Curry into Draymond. He was knocked over by Kyrie Irving, and a foul on number 2. $80-80.
Yeah, well, that
GA, this is what we get our popcorn for and our soda for to sit down and watch, right? A tight ball game like this with all this great talent on the floor.
And that was an example similar to the play we just diagrammed, and Golden State did the same thing. Make Tristan Thompson a basketball player there, come late with the help, able to get that block shot and force the foul, and Draymond to the line.
7, 6, and 7 now for Draymond Green, Stu, who may join LeBron James and Steph Curry in the triple-double club here in the 2017 finals.
No, he's the straw that stirs the drink, but I'm a little bit concerned having him in the basketball game at this point. If he picks up his 5th foul, now you're talking about him potentially sitting out half of the 4th period, which to me in a tight ball game, we got a competitive one here, is going to be a tough one for the Warriors.
Draymond Green has been in foul trouble throughout the finals. He had 9 fouls through the first 2 games, 4 fouls so far here today. 2 on the shot clock. LeBron gets it off at 1. That almost went in. And a loose ball foul on Klay Thompson.
But even that possession, and Stu and Coach were talking about it, the offensive execution, the ball and body movement, it created switches, and now you get Kevin Love with an opportunity to attack the offensive glass against a smaller Klay Thompson. And it results in the foul, another possession there. So that's why you want to have execution. They're not going to run it for 24 minutes of a half, but you've got to have a consistent diet of it where they are running sets and moving bodies defensively.
JaVale guarding LeBron on the perimeter. Jefferson, one more to Kyrie. And Love with the pull.
Good offensive basketball. They went inside, went back out, spacing's good. You end up with an offensive rebound and a chance at another possession.
LeBron fading.
How about Kevin Love? 3 successive possessions, 3 offensive rebounds. And one thing about that, there are different ways players get confidence. Kevin Love can get confidence from getting offensive rebounds. That can help his offensive game, and he's starting to be a factor here on the backboard.
Yeah, he sees McGee reaching to hold his arms, so he keeps moving him in. He's physically too strong for McGee.
JR. Off balance, twisting look, wouldn't go. Klay drives on LeBron. Took a little nudge right there, no call. Cleveland comes back.
But again, a better job of getting back in transition defense where you've got 4 Cavalier players in the paint and you come up with a steal leading to a transition basket.
Yeah, nice weak side cutoff that time by JR.
So one more for LeBron, a chance to give the Cavs the lead here late third.
And these are plays where against a defense that isn't set, when they don't have that rim protection, LeBron in open floor, he has got to be aggressive to score, especially in a game where guys aren't really feeling it in terms of the rhythm offensively.
And to that point, Greg, I mean, that's the Cavalier pace. You get stops, get back in transition, get stops. Now you can talk about playing in the open court, trying to get those easy buckets.
How about Patrick McCaw? Oh, it spilled out on him. I thought he was going to have a Dante Jones-esque moment right there.
And how about what we're seeing from Cleveland? Cuts.
I mean,
moving without the basketball. They've got the Warriors defensively, Stu, on their heels and giving them a little bit of their own medicine.
Yeah, they're making 4 or 5 passes. They're cutting off the ball at the rim.
There's your defensive rotation to stop the layup.
And you get a layup going the other way.
Goodness.
They're playing great basketball.
And Steve Kerr not calling a timeout, telling his team, go, go. As the Cavs have built their biggest lead of the game at 7, and you can feel the crowd from here. Stephen Curry cannot silence the crowd. Stu, should Steve Kerr have taken a timeout there, or do you just play it out?
I think he should have, because I thought it was a misread on his team right now. They're a little bit unraveled. Again, trying to get it all back at once, take a jump shot with no offensive rebounding ability.
Durant with the block there on Kyrie, and they tie up Richard Jefferson. So it'll probably be Curry and RJ, not RJ and McCaw. Do you agree?
Yeah, I couldn't see it at the end, but this finish here in traffic, you know, through 3 defenders was special. The other thing, too, about this stretch here, 40 seconds left. I was going to say, if I'm Tyronn Lue, I take LeBron out. 7-point cushion. If you play it smart, you're only going to give up 1 possession. Even if they score, you can buy an extra 2 or 3 minutes of real time here, because they're going to need him down the stretch. And this has been a struggle for them. So this is an opportunity for him to try to buy some time for his group and maybe try to sustain some momentum as they get ready for that 4th quarter.
I tell you, you look at the personnel of the Cavs on the floor, and it's a small thing here, Coach. Richard Jefferson has been a little bit of a facilitator and rotation defender that's helped them, you know, make some plays that they weren't making before here.
Well, he's been around long enough, right? He's experienced the
Yeah.
NBA Finals before a number of times. So
Now, they're going to re-jump this, but they did not reset the clock. Still 3-2 on the shot clock.
And JR turning. Man, if that one went, we could all go home, right? Loose ball comes to Jefferson. We'll do it again. This time it'll be Livingston and Jefferson.
That's a big, I'll tell you what, this is a huge win for Tyronn Lue in Cleveland, because if you somehow get this again, if you can maintain a 7-point lead going into that 4th quarter with LeBron on the bench, that is going to be critical, because at some point, remember, Curry is on the bench and Durant, so you can get some time with those guys both being off the floor.
Big jump ball win for Golden State. 3-second differential in the shot clock and game clock.
this was one of the matchups that the Cavs were happy about last game, Shumpert playing Durant.
They'll give McCaw that shot. He drives. Looks like he was tripped by JR, and he was. So free throws for the rookie out of UNLV.
Probably the only thing you didn't want to give up there. Inadvertent trip, but trip nonetheless. And that leads to...
Stu Jackson is gasping over here, GA.
Yeah, well, I'm gasping at, again, we talk about the mental mistakes that you make as a player, and I think Coach referred to it earlier, that JR has a tendency to foul players when they're, in a shooting motion, and you just can't do that. That time he got caught a little bit off balance and in an illegal position, but it leads to some free throws here while they had Golden State, on their heels a bit.
Yeah. And now you bring LeBron back, obviously 6 seconds, a lot of time to get a good look. Matt Barnes checks in, probably will get that assignment defensively against LeBron.
Matt Barnes has essentially played 2 minutes in game 1 of garbage time, 3 minutes in game 2 of garbage time. This is his first relevant action of the finals, Czar.
He's just happy to be there.
McCaw makes them both. How about that? Big free throws to make it a 5-point game. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. LeBron does get it off, but it's short. So a terrific third quarter by the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they have taken a lead by 5. They will take that lead to the fourth quarter thanks to a +11 third quarter at the Cube.